here's the thing. I tried finishing both of them in 2 hours. I wasn't able to do that, but I did get to finish one of them within 2 hours. I mean, that's better than finishing none. It is what it is. Question: have you ever enjoyed doing something so much that you're afraid that you became addicted to it? That's exactly how I feel with these vlogs. And hey, I get it. I'm not the best at this, but every single day for me is a learning process. I understand anything that's new is always going to be exciting. I never really had patience for much. You can even ask Ariana, my own mother. I was a very impatient person. But no matter how impatient I get with this, it's such a hunger. It's such a... I just don't know how else to explain it. I love this. So I've been posting vlogs and I never really necessarily said why I've been posting these vlogs. It's more because, let me just go into detail. When I say I'm gonna go get shots, I don't necessarily mean for this vlog in particular and the time lapse. When I say shots, I mean photography wise. My passion is photography. I started since the day I can remember. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this really, really long camera. And it was, well, to me it was huge, because as a kid, I mean, it wasn't huge, it was long. Every time when you went to go take a photo, the Polaroid would be this small. It was just a really small square. And the rest of it would be the reel, I guess, the reel. Point is, that's when I started getting into the habit of shooting. Now, this is way before my parents moved to Bolingbrook. I still lived in Berwyn as a kid. I can't tell you the exact age, but I can tell you this. It was before I was in 3rd grade. I remember I just enjoyed the feeling. The moment where you wait to take that photo, you wait for that right moment. I think that's one of my most favorite parts about photography. My dad had this camera. It was a Nikon D50. Sadly, it got stolen, but then that's when I started working at my very first job. The main reason why I got the job was because I wanted this, what I'm shooting on. So then I bought myself a Nikon D50-100. At the time, I didn't know what was best. I just remember being in high school and I wanted one. I needed one. I got it, so I was content. I was shooting left and right, and I enjoyed this camera, and I used and beat the crap out of it. And that's the story of me falling in love with photography, being happy doing what I do. So then, as time went by, I let others influence me and make me believe as if I enjoyed something else. And because I let them influence me, in school I changed what I was learning. I changed my interests. And although I enjoyed some of it, I felt like something was missing. And with photography, I never felt like that. So I knew that's how this was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. As I got back into photography, I also picked up something along when I was doing photography. I picked up cinematography, which leads me to why I'm doing it. How I grew the passion and the happiness for film along with photography. So back when I was in photography, I wasn't really into film. I was into short motion pictures. I got into those as I was doing photography. I just did it just for fun. When I was doing it for fun, I enjoyed the artistic aspect of it. I was doing GIFs of myself doing something. I would see others on Tumblr and they would be very artistic. It would be a scenery, catching a sunset, and then it just a loop. It plays back and back, and I fell in love with that. I absolutely fell in love with that. Like I said, when I got back to photography, I also got back to that, but more. I wanted to further explore with it. And when it came to that, I didn't think of it as vlogging, but I just knew I wanted to do something daily with not only photography, but with short films. So as for why I started this vlog, I'm passionate about photography and cinematography. That's why I started this vlog. So we got out of the office a little bit later because we stayed on the roof, and now we're headed to, what am I talking about? They already know where we're headed. I forgot to end yesterday's vlog.